So on today's Intern's Guide to Minnesota Vinyl, we're headed down to the legendary Electric Fetus to find out what makes them such a force in the national vinyl scene.
My name is Bob Fuchs and I manage the music department at Electric Fetus Record Store. I have been here in the music department since December of 1987, so it'll be 24 years coming up this year, full-time in the music department. The Electric Fetus came about in about summer of 1968. It was started by, I think, 5 guys. One of the current owner, Keith Cobart, and I think it was 4 other guys started. June 10th they opened it up. It's interesting to talk about how the store has changed because in some senses, to me, it feels almost exactly the same in some ways that it did 25 years ago when I started here, which seems odd because there have been so many changes in the business. On the other hand, I can think of all the changes that we've gone through, and it happens on a nearly monthly basis. We're changing something. So many things have changed. The infrastructure of the store, the way people buy music digitally now versus always physically in the past. The single biggest change that has affected us, of course, has been the digital revolution and people moving away from physical media. But in a lot of senses, it's been really consistent. A lot of the same people are here, a lot of their kids are coming in, new people are coming in of the same mindset, still selling records, still selling now CDs. We weren't selling CDs when I started, so it went from LP to CD, and now it's kind of going back to LP again. So it's, although everyone is totally technically savvy and how you market things or merchandise things is completely different. The social media revolution has changed things dramatically, and how people advertise and how people deliver music has changed. But in some senses, on a daily basis, it really feels the same, which is, I think, fantastic. I think record stores have survived in Minneapolis primarily because of the community we're in, which is really arts-oriented. It's a really strong cultural community. In this community, there are so many people who shop locally, think about local food, think about local businesses, think about local music, and it's a really high-minded city. It's not like a lot of other places. It's pretty amazing, and I think that's what allows us to stay in business. There are so many people who do things on a very intentional basis. We've generally been, instead of being like a Dusty Groove, which is a lot of like old school kind of stuff or reissues or one genre, we've been a general catalog store for years. Although certain areas, jazz, indie rock, R&B and hip hop, we've gone a lot deeper. Even in country and folk in some areas, we've gone quite a bit deeper with a lot of the indie releases. Why do we offer free in-stores of local national acts? Because they're fun, because we can. It's like, that's why all of us got in the business, because we love listening to music and going to record stores and going to shows. When a fan can come in and see their favorite band and hear an acoustic set that they'd never see otherwise, and they can meet the band, have their photo taken, autograph picture, it really personalizes the experience. It's so over the top. You wouldn't believe the smiles on people's faces walking out the door. That just feels so good. We hope in 5 to 10 years that we're still here doing what we're doing. I think the resurgence of vinyl, which was kind of a backlash to digital, it's really the under 30 crowd just said, hey, we have an appreciation for something more tangible as well, and we don't want just a burned disc or an iPod or a digital file. They want the lyrics, they want the artwork, they want the booklet, they want a physical connection to the music. So I'm hoping we can still offer that. We have a new website with some digital options coming, so we'd like to essentially be all things to all people, local and national, if possible. Realize there's a few gaps we'll have there, but we hope to be doing the same thing we're doing just like this in 5 to 10 years.
I have you know.